Good morning, Andrew. And in some ways, Seattle is at your feet. And what I mean by that is the feats that I see in regard to our outline of what the needs of the homeless were. Number one at the top was communications connectivity. And one of the guys in my posse, Mark, is an executive with CenturyLink, the third largest communications company in the world. But the thing about a hotspot is it gets them in right away. And that keeps coming up and resonating with me a great deal. The objective was to get them in, and I didn't realize that the clergy had decided to help them along their way to get them into the crematoriums. They're burning them. So it's the homeless Inquisition. It's what I'm sorry to say is the silence is deafening. It's a papal bull like no other. And it's no bullshit. The fact that all of the religions are only in cooperation to get grants and subcontract the distribution of the heretics that they're sending to be burned is quite sad. And so I have solved the conundrum is that the clergy has damned the homeless. Be damned, my God. Be damned, I suppose. The fact is Matthew, we've spoken quite effectively before about the fact that what was before us is all we could see, But there are things about the present that have to do with the past, and that has to do with, our evidentiary probability of having peace and prosperity. But Matthew, Aaron, of Hobo Radio on my side, and then Andrew Funk in Spain with Homeless Entrepreneur on my side, our side is the fact that at the 0.5%, you really can't stand up from that, so you fly a sign that says anything helps, and you get nowhere. But then the next person flies another sign and says, I need a drink real bad, beer or weed. And he'll pick up $20 in 15 minutes because the people walking by could identify with his comfort. They couldn't identify with the 0.5, but they could identify with getting high. And so, they can't go low to get high. And they didn't have to, because the awareness is what we have to do to empower them. But the human waste that I see sitting on the side of the road is the most disgusting thing, because I know the aptitude base of these people and the skill sets that each one of them represents is more than a tribe. It's a wealthy community that just hasn't been tapped yet. So, sort of, since it's a substrate of our social caste system in order that's out of order, I say that we do put it in hand a way for them to be in a smart way connected to us with full communications connectivity, because we can put them to work for us, with us, all of us together, could provide a way through capitalism in sort of a communistic way to work as a collective, a workers' party, for real, where people can come in with, 5 fingers and toes, and if you're missing a limb, I suppose, you can borrow an arm and get a hand from somebody else in our group. So this is where we're going to go. Take 5.